Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Who review. I am Davros and I'm a Whovian, and today I review Doctor Who, The Pandorica Opens and The Big Bang. So this is the two-part finale from Series 5 where the Doctor and Amy cross paths with River again over a painting that Vincent van Gogh painted of the TARDIS exploding, and Churchill receives it many years later, and then of course River Song is alerted by this, as it also is in the far future on Starship Britain. And also we see the Doctor finding himself in Roman times with centurions, and River Song escaping from prison, getting a vortex manipulator, and also posing as Cleopatra, even though they were historically inaccurate there, where the Doctor corrects her. But yeah, they then find themselves in Stonehenge, where there is this big monolith called the Pandorica, and what is inside it. The Doctor also finds that there are all the enemies that he's ever faced, from Centaurans to Daleks to Dragonians to Cybermen, to many of his many foes that he's encountered, and gives them an all-one-for-all speech. Then of course realises that the Pandorica is none other than for him to contain him, and then that's the cliffhanger there, where the universe is going into peril, and what's with all the cracks? River Song is stuck in a time loop of the TARDIS exploding, and of course in part 2 we go back to young Amy, where she now finds her older self in the Pandorica, because with some wibbly wobbly timey-wimey Stephen Moffat's twist and turny writing and that, it's explained that the Doctor managed to get out of the Pandorica with Rory, who was now a Centurion and is actually an Auton, and the Centurions turned out to be Autons. Also, all his enemies formed an alliance against him. Also, we find that the Earth is in need of a new Big Bang, a new reboot, and the Doctor finds that he can do that by going into the Pandorica and resetting things. And Amy and Rory wake up in time to get married, where everything's fixed. Amy's parents are back because they got absorbed by the crack. That wasn't meant to rhyme. Rory and Amy get wed, but can't remember the Doctor till Amy does. She remembers and summons the Doctor back. And of course, they part ways with River Song. She returns to her prison, and the Doctor, Amy and Rory set off into new adventures, and that is the end of Series 5. So what did I like about this finale? Well, I liked a lot about it. This was the first full series where we didn't have David Tennant as the Doctor, and was the conclusion to Matt Smith's first series. I enjoyed it. I thought Matt Smith was brilliant as the Doctor. That scene where he's at Stonehenge and all the spaceships of his enemies, from the Centauran to the Jadoon to the Daleks to the Cybermen, and that, we're all hovering over him, and he gives them that big speech. I thought that was a great scene that Matt Smith delivered on there. I also like the set of the Stonehenge and the Pandorica. We get a Cyberman cameo in there. We get the Centauran cameo, like from General Stahl from Series 4. Yeah, we get, a whole cavalcade of Doctor Who foes that we've seen throughout the years in this one. We even get one Dalek in the finale who is fossilized from this whole thing. And the universe just doesn't make sense because of the whole crack and that. Yeah, and we find out why Amy's life hasn't made much sense to the Doctor. I thought Karen Gillan was great, and Arthur Darvil and Alex Kinston as well in their parts. I also thought that Stephen Moffat's writing in part 2 of the first act was a bit complicated, a bit timey-wimey. Like Amy even said as well before the credits rolled, this is where it all gets complicated, and it was. Moffat did do a lot of complicated writing in his tenure as showrunner, and what's going on in that head of his? Is he well, he does. He plans some things in years in advance, and at some points he just starts to make stuff up, but in a good creative way, I find. It had good visual effects as well. We got the return of Karen Gillan's cousin Caitlin playing Little Amy in this, and we see some good visuals for its time, and I think still hold up. We get cameos from the beginning with Tony Curran as Vincent van Gogh in his final days and that, where he's not well. We see Ian McNeice return as Churchill. We see the young woman return as Liz 10 in the far future. So all of it comes into like a bit of a full circle as well. So yeah, a good 2-part finale. Not bad for Stephen Moffat's first finale as showrunner. I mean, before that we had Russell T Davies's, and his finales just got better and better as each series progressed. But this finale, it wasn't as, the second part wasn't as action-packed or as hectic as the previous finales. But then again, it was a new era with a new showrunner, and basically sort of starting things a bit from scratch, in a way. I like that it wasn't as, action-packed as the previous ones. This was a bit more of a steadier one, but still with its wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey complications. But it was alright. It was okay. Not the worst finales I've seen in the show and that, but yeah. So ratings, what am I going to rate this one? I will give performances a 9. The writing, I'll give that an 8. The visuals, I'll give that an 8. And my personal, I'll give it an 8. So yeah, there you go. There is my review for Doctor Who, the Pandorica Opens, and the Big Bang. So what did you think to this finale? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you think there have been better finales? Yeah, let me know what you think down below in the comments, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I've been Davros the Whovian, and this has been a Who Review. So, until next time, run for your life.